50 years ago, if you had said to somebody, God spoke to me, they would have said, what verse were you reading? These days, you can say, God spoke to me, and he told me to punch a man who has cancer in the sternum.
He didn't come for the service. He was at the hotel here, and he heard me give this word. I'm going to pray for anybody that has cancer right now. And I didn't realize he was in a truck accident, and he broke his sternum, and he had several broken ribs. The Lord didn't tell me this. All I knew, I was going to pray for somebody who was going to be healed of cancer. We were going to bind the strong man. This man's healing would be the first sign of a brand new anointing over death and infirmity and cancer. That's what the Lord told me. So when he finally came up onto the platform and I was going to go pray for him, the Lord spoke to me, and I know it was the Lord, and it's got to be the Lord. You only do this when it's the Lord.
Don't try this at home unless it's the Lord.
The Lord. There's got to be a don't try this at home. The Lord told me, and remember, I didn't know he had a broken sternum or broken ribs. The Lord said, I want you to punch him in the sternum as hard as you can. And I'm thinking to myself, restoration, Rick's here, my first service, God, you want me to punch this guy? And it just didn't make sense to me. And I thought, Lord, he's dying. He lost over 40 pounds. So anyways, I punched him in that broken sternum, and he ended up on the ground and just vibrating under the power of God. He gets up, and immediately you could see a change in his face, in his countenance. And long story short, he was totally healed of cancer. The broken sternum was healed. The ribs were healed.
Instantly.
With
the punch.
He
got healed. It didn't hurt him.
Yikes. Now, I grant you this does not make my case, but it's a demonstration of why continuationism is a problem. How do you put the brakes on that? Who are we to say no when the guy says, I heard from God? And with that, you've got lots of people saying they heard from the Lord, and we have no way of saying no, how dare we, when it's still open and God is still speaking.